I honestly didn't even know if I should be filming this or anything. I had a lot of like doubts if I should, but you know, YouTube to me has always been like a video diary and just like a very important part of my life that I like to share on, and I've always been such a open book on. And there's part of my life that I kind of keep private and you guys know, and there's other parts of my life that I like to share, you know, important moments and stuff. And I feel like this is a very important yet personal but very 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 important moment in my life that is changing, and of course I'm gonna tell you guys about it because it's not just gonna change my life, it is also going to change my YouTube life and social life and everything in general. So it just made sense to kind of like film this, and I wanted to film it, you know, before everything changes, I guess. So yeah, if you can't tell by the title, I'm pregnant, and this is actually going to be more harder than I thought to film. I don't know, it's just weird to kind of like say out loud still, but yeah, I am going to be a mother of one, not two, one. And yeah, so I'm expecting a child, and it's a lot to process, but also kind of a blessing. And you know, now that I've been able to process it better, trust me, I look better now than what I was before. If you saw me how I was when I found out, I was just a mess, the biggest mess I've ever been in my entire life, ever. But obviously and I wanted to be able to explain, and this is going to be the first and only time I'm gonna ever explain this, because a lot of people seem to not believe me, but you know, since I'm putting it out there now, like fully on social media, yeah, I needed to kind of, when I did the sit down video, I wanted to fully like explain everything. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna explain what I want to explain. So yeah, I found out really late into my pregnancy. I found out when I was 5 months pregnant, which is way later, and I'll explain why. My doctor said that I had really low hormones, and that's the reason why whenever I did like pregnancy tests and stuff, it would always come back negative and never positive, and I would be like already 1 month or 2 months pregnant at a time. So yeah, that is kind of explains like that part. The next part is anyone being supportive? Yes, my family has been really supportive and very helpful, and I'm super grateful for them, and that's why I also wanted to do this video, so I can like sit down and really like sit here in front of the camera and thank you guys, because this has been such a hard thing to deal with, and I still do get emotional when I think about it. Just like doing this video is already hard, and I'm trying to sit here getting through the video, but it's just a lot to process and a lot that I want to say that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to say in this video. But yeah, it's been a very very hard and stressful pregnancy journey, but I feel like now that now that I fully process it is when I'm enjoying it a bit more. It was obviously a really big shock for me to find out that I was 5 months pregnant, and you know, just a lot of things in one day. And I was doing my exams at the time, which I was meant to film for YouTube, and I didn't do because my head, it was just not here. I would just cry randomly, and I had like my friends who I absolutely love like there with me and just like holding me through like that whole 2 weeks. That was so too much for me. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot to process, and it was a lot to kind of deal with at the same time, which a lot of you guys would probably understand what I mean by that. Another thing that I know that people would be interested in knowing is about the father. Who is it? Do I know? The whole like situation with the baby daddy. And yes, I do know who it is. No, I'm not with that person anymore, and yes, he is definitely going to be part of his kid's life. It's a lot complicated to talk about that for now, but we'll see where life takes us, and and that whole situation. But yeah, for now, that's, I guess, all I can say and I should say. And I think I'm gonna leave that part of my life very private, like I always have. When it comes to my love life, I just keep it private, because until I feel like it's like fully ready to be shown on YouTube or any other place, which I had never done. But and I don't think I really will, because I don't know, I just don't feel like sharing that side of my life on YouTube. I don't think it's necessary, and it's a very private thing of mine, and you guys know I've always said. So yeah, but yeah, so I don't even know what to say now, because like, I don't know, I have so much to say in this video, but I feel like everything's just like, this is going to be so hard to film. This is going to be so hard to film. But yeah, I don't know. This is actually harder than what I expected it to be. Because I'm like really nervous to film this, and I don't know if I like should post it or not. But yeah, oh yeah, so I know you guys probably wondering how my YouTube life and YouTube journey and future is gonna be like, if I'm gonna do mommy content or not, if I'm gonna continue doing content or not, and just that in general. As a lot of you guys know, and you can always look back at any of my videos, I've always mentioned this, YouTube to me, it has been a very important thing of my life, because I like to, you know, I like sharing moments that are important in my life, so I can always look back. And I've always talked about in the future, like way in the future, when I thought of having kids, you know, this could be a place where they can look back and be like, oh, this is my mom when she was like 20, and this is how her life was and stuff. I never really saw myself doing a family channel or something like that, but my YouTube channel has always been about my life and my experience and my journey and my memories and stuff to look back in, and also to kind of, you know, just my upbringing and everything in general. And that has always been my concept of YouTube and why I do YouTube, really. And you know, although this wasn't something that was planned, it was something that I expected to happen like now, I have really come to terms that, you know, I won't be putting too much of that side of my life on YouTube, at least is what I feel like now. But I definitely, obviously, he's a big part of my life, and he's going to be a really big part of my life from now on. And so I'm not gonna hide it, or yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to grow up and be able to look back and be like, so this is my mom when she got pregnant, this is my mom before she got pregnant, this is, you know, how she was when she was in high school. Like, I want him or her or whoever, like my kids, to grow up and see my YouTube channel as a memory down memory lane, basically. And at first I had a lot of people ask me if I was gonna, you know, continue doing content, that I should, and that it would be really good and stuff. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know, because people are gonna judge me and this and that. And you know what, one thing that I learned in life, and I've learned this a while ago, but since I've gone through all this pregnancy thing, I've realized even more, is that no matter what you do in life, people are always going to judge you, people are always going to talk, people are always going to say something, and people are always going to hate. And I shouldn't be bothered about what people are going to say or do. And I feel like that's just like really important, to put that message out there, because like it's just really important, you know. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue doing YouTube, because that's the thing that just makes me happy, and is me, and it's the only place, I guess you can say, on social media that I'm fully myself, and, you know, just myself, you know, and that I get to be real and actually show you and like what it's like in my life a little bit more. And I want to continue to do that, and not because I'm gonna be now a young mom with all the struggles and everything that's gonna happen, of course. It's not because of all that I want to like shut you guys out completely, because we're in this together. When you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're part of my family, you're part of my circle, you're part of my life, and we're going through this journey together. And that's has always been the goal, that's always has been the reason why I do YouTube. And you know, I want to be able to continue to share that journey with you guys, of course. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm still like iffy about it. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be putting too much into it, but the moments that I feel like are important and that I want to share, my pregnancy, my becoming a mother, mature and growing up journey from now on, that I'm gonna share. And yeah, I guess I said what I needed to say. I don't know. I don't know if I said everything that I wanted to say. There was just so much that I wanted to talk about, but you know, I get really nervous with this. And yeah, but the most important things have been said. And so yeah, this is going to be a really crazy ride, journey that we're gonna go through. Tough. There's gonna be tough moments. There's gonna be happy moments. There's gonna be really complicated moments, but I'm kind of curious to see where it goes and how much I grow as a person, and kind of curious to see as well what it's gonna be like as a mother, which is something that I don't fully see in my head, but you know, yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've gotten this far into it, I really appreciate it. I also want to give a big shout out to my family, to everyone that's been supporting me, even people that I'm super surprised in my life for supporting me, have been here with me and see me go through this really hard time in my life. And yes, and here to being a mother now. So yeah, love you guys, and yeah.